Crawler in Apartment 3D. A realistic American horror story with a twist. Evan Miller had lived in Chicago for 7 years, but rising rent forced him to search for something cheaper. He found a listing online. Small one-bedroom apartment, basement level, newly renovated, $650 a month. In Chicago, that was unbelievably cheap. He emailed the landlord, a quiet middle-aged man named Mr. Rowan, who replied instantly and invited Evan for a tour. The apartment. The place looked clean, freshly painted, with new carpets and a modern bathroom. But the moment Evan stepped inside, he felt something very slightly wrong. Not dangerous, just off. Like the air was too heavy. Or the silence was too thick. In the living room, he noticed a metal grate in the wall bolted shut, about the size of a small window. "What's behind that?" Evan asked. Mr. Rowan stiffened. "Oh, that. Just old ventilation from the previous building layout. Nothing important." He said it too quickly. Still, the price was perfect. Evan signed the lease that day. Night 1, scratching. At 1:42 a.m., Evan awoke to a sound. SCRRRT, SCRRRT, SCRRRT. Coming from the metal grate. He sat up, listened. The scratching paused, then continued, slower this time, like something trying to feel its way along the inside of the wall. He knocked on the grate. The scratching immediately stopped. After a few seconds, something tapped back. Tap, tap, tap. 3 times. Evan didn't sleep the rest of the night. Night 2, the voice. Evan confronted Mr. Rowan the next morning. "There's something inside the wall." Rowan smiled calmly, too calmly. "Oh, the pipes make weird noises. Old buildings, you know, you'll get used to it." But that night, Evan found out it wasn't the pipes. At exactly 2:11 a.m., a whisper slipped through the grate. "I can hear you." Evan froze in his bed. The whisper came again, clearer. "Are you awake?" Evan grabbed his phone flashlight and approached the grate. The voice followed him. Closer. Evan backed away immediately. He slept with every light on. Night 3, the hand. He decided to record the grate with his phone, a simple overnight video. The next morning, Evan checked the footage. At 3:03 a.m., something long and thin slid through the grated holes. A hand. But it wasn't shaped correctly. The fingers were too slender. Too long. Too many joints. It reached out, then retreated quickly like it sensed the camera. Evan paused the video, zoomed in. There were 4 fingerprints on the carpet, right below the grate. Fresh. He started packing. He didn't care about the lease. The landlord's secret. When Evan stormed upstairs to return the key, he found Mr. Rowan sitting at the kitchen table, as if expecting him. "You heard it, didn't you?" Rowan said softly. "Heard what?" Evan yelled. "There's something living inside that wall." Rowan sighed and rubbed his temples. "It doesn't leave the walls. It's been in the building since before I bought it. As long as it's fed and the grate stays shut, it won't come out." Fed with what? Rowan didn't answer. Evan noticed a raw piece of meat thawing on the counter. His stomach dropped. "You've been feeding it." Rowan nodded, almost shamefully. "It prefers warm food, but if you ignore it if it gets hungry enough," he looked genuinely afraid. "It tries to find its own." The final night. Evan sprinted downstairs to grab his bags and leave for good. But the moment he stepped inside the basement apartment, the grate was open. The bolts lay scattered on the floor. A smell of cold, damp air drifted out. Evan grabbed his phone flashlight, shaking uncontrollably. Then he saw it. A pale, elongated face inside the dark hole, only inches from the opening. No eyes. No nose. Just a long mouth, stretching upward like a smile carved into skin. And from deep inside the wall, it whispered, "Warm." Evan dropped the phone. The last thing the recording caught was the creature crawling out, fast, like something that had been starving for days.